आरजे राज, आप देख रहे हैं 1002nd एपिसोड ऑफ नागपुर मोस्ट हैपनिंग फेसबुक लाइव शो जिसका नाम है राज की बात विमेन ऑफ द ईयर के साथ। रियली वांट टू थैंक पारेख ब्रदर्स जूलर्स प्रेजेंटिंग राज की बात विमेन ऑफ द ईयर इन एसोसिएशन विद पहनावा बुटीक। अ बिग थैंक यू टू लिव फिट बाय पूजा शेलके। ऑल्सो अ बिग थैंक यू टू मैम्पी रियूजेबल डायपर्स फॉर चिल्ड्रन एंड कांट फॉरगेट टू थैंक Cuts the salon which is now at Shivaji Nagar also. मेरी आज की मेहमान is a dentist, a professor, a HOD and most importantly one of the founding members of the Nagpur Mahila Club, and most importantly she believes that one, there should be a voice where a change should come, and second, people are responsible for everything which is happening around them. Please welcome my guest today, Dr. Pratima Shenoy ma'am. Ma'am नमस्कार.
Thank you.
मैम स्वागत आपका राज की बात में। मैम इट्स अ ऑनर, इट्स अ प्लेजर कि आप इस शो पर आई और आपने अपना वक्त दिया, उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मैम सबसे पहले अगर हम बहुत बेसिक लेवल पर बात करें तो यू से दैट यू आर अ वेरी प्राउड नागपुरियन, है ना? सो मैम आपने नागपुर को कैसे बदलते हुए देखा है?
Born and brought up in Nagpur. Like my parents also belong to Nagpur, so like I have seen Nagpur from a small village to a big village to a big city, and now going towards a metro city. The journey has been awesome. Feel absolutely proud to be a part of this city, and I think still we maintain the essence of the city. That is being Nagpurians are known for their hospitality and friendliness. I don't think so anyone who's come to Nagpur has gone back with not so fond memories. So I feel.
मैम जब आप नागपुर शहर को बदलते हुए आपने देखा, जब आप बचपन से आपने शहर को देखा, तो क्या मैम बचपन से ही आपके एस्पिरेशंस थे कि यू वांटेड टू बिकम अ डॉक्टर, यू वांटेड टू गेट इनटू अ फील्ड ऑफ हेल्पिंग पीपल?
Yes, doctor though I always wanted to be since my school days. Since my mother was also a doctor, she's been a big inspiration in my life always. So I wanted to be a doctor. So I continued doing it, though I couldn't get into MBBS, but I did dentistry. So I joined dentistry in 85 and completed my graduation. I was topper of the university that time. That time we had Nagpur University. So I had tops in Nagpur University in my graduation days. And then I went ahead to do my post-graduation also. Both I did from Government Dental College, Nagpur, which was the only institute that time here. And we had very limited seats in dentistry. So that's how I became a dentist, and I'm very proud of this profession. Initially, yes, most of us always dentistry was the second choice, but once I got into it and I realized the potential, and it really developed me into a different human being who could add science and arts together, which is actually the definition of dentistry. Like we say that dentistry is arts and science together. So that way I think dentistry has a lot to offer.
मैम ये कब ऐसा लगा कि वाइल जब आपने डेंटिस्ट्री पास की विद फ्लाइंग कलर्स डेफिनेटली, बट कब ऐसा लगा कि अब यू शुड गेट इनटू अ प्रोफेशन ऑफ टीचिंग देन प्रैक्टिसिंग?
So see, I belong to a family of teachers. My mother was a teacher, my mother-in-law was a teacher, and rest of the my aunts and everyone were always associated with field of education. I started my practice in 1996 and also subsequently joined the college, and I realized that becoming a part of an education institute is a continuous process of growth. Like you keep in touch with the subject and you grow with the subject, and when you have students to teach, I think you go that one extra mile to update your knowledge at constant level. So I think I have enjoyed both. I wouldn't say that only I enjoy teaching, I enjoy my clinical practice.
Ma'am, with time technology has played a very important role in the dentistry.
Absolutely.
So when you see doctors of yesterday and doctors of today, or dentists of yesterday and dentists of today, what benefits or probably what support of technology you see when it comes to dentistry?
See, I think dentistry has changed 360 degree as compared to what we were taught or we were practicing. It's all because of the technology that is available and accessible. Earlier, probably it was available at other places, but it was not accessible to us. But today, I think we all have the technology at our fingertips. And like simple thing like the dental chair, which we were operating, like in our graduate days and postgraduate days, we used to operate on a machine which was similar to your sewing machine. It was foot operated and it had that thread just like the sewing machine has. But nowadays it is all electrical and electronic, and it is so much better, and we are practicing sitting dentistry. That time all of us used to stand and work, so it was more exhaustive. The lights were not proper, the vision used to be compromised, and of course magnification, which has changed the complete face of dentistry. In fact, even the smallest of lesions we can treat today without making much of cutting that we require to place the materials inside the tooth. So magnifications, then the better working condition, ergonomics, all those things have really helped to elevate dentistry to a different level today.
But ma'am, like with time, dentistry also has, I mean, the thing which you just said has evolved. I mean, yeah. So initially it was just healing or helping people with dental issues. But now it has gone a little step up when it comes to it has gone to cosmetology. So now there is a lot of things. There are two jewelries. There are a lot of things. या एंड मैम आप तो सबसे दर्दनाक चीज जो किसी को तकलीफ होती है रूट कनाल, आप वो करती हैं और वो सिखाती हैं. मैम कभी आपका रूट कनाल हुआ है मैम? हुआ है,
स्टूडेंट भी हुआ है.
अच्छा, तो यू नो द पेन मैम. बट मैम क्या ऐसा करना चाहिए कि रूट कनाल इश्यूज ना हो, लोगों को करवाने की जरूरत ना पड़े?
सी द बेसिक इशू इज हाउ टू मेंटेन द क्लीनलीनेस ऑफ द टीथ, और हाउ टू even if you have got caries or if you happen to fracture your tooth by which the nerve is exposed, तो हमने जितना जल्दी हम ट्रीटमेंट करेंगे उतना we can avoid root canal treatment. And this concept of painful root canal treatment, I think we all need to outgrow because it has changed. It has changed. Just as I said, dentistry has evolved. We have so many better ways of not making you feel the pain. In fact, sometimes nowadays the patient sleeps in the chair because he's so comfortable. The chair itself is comfortable and the experience is painless. So just like dentistry evolved, I think the patient should also come out of this. I think it is more in their mind that it is very painful. So that way.
Ma'am, you also joined Nagpur Mahila Club when it started. Mrs. Vilasini Uday Bhaskar Nair started this. She had an objective. I just interviewed her 2 days back, where she mentioned that the idea, the objective or the agenda was to help women out there. मैम आप क्यों जुड़ी इससे? आप तो वैसे ही मैम एक ऐसे क्षेत्र से जुड़ी हैं जिसमें समर्पण का भाव है.
वो तो है, समर्पण का भाव तो इट्स अ सर्विस ओरिएंटेड वर्क दैट वी डू. बट अदर देन दैट, जिंदगी में इतने लोगों ने हमें भी मदद की हुई है. एंड व्हेन आई सी सम विमेन हु रिक्वायर सपोर्ट और हु नीड टू दैट लिटिल एक्स्ट्रा माइल ऑफ हेल्प फ्रॉम अस सो दैट देयर लाइफ गेट्स बेटर. सो जब इस भाव से विलासिनी मैडम ने ये सब शुरू किया, तो I think I couldn't keep myself back and I joined them. And मैंने देखा हुआ है कि बिल्कुल they have no selfish motive behind it. They are helping all women from all strata and helping to better their life. I think there could not be anything more better for a woman than this. We should always help each other.
मैम, विदेशों में देखा जाता है कि एक जीडीपी का एक बहुत बड़ा मुख्य परसेंटेज जो है वो हेल्थ को कंट्रीब्यूट किया जाता है, और जिससे उनके रहने वाले जितने सिटीजन्स हैं उनके हेल्थ पर खर्च किया जाता है। भारत दुनिया का सेकंड थर्ड लार्जेस्ट पॉपुलेटेड देश है, लेकिन मैम जीडीपी का जो परसेंटेज है जो हेल्थ पे खर्चा होता है वो बहुत कम है। आप इसको किस तरह से देखती हैं?
देखिए, हर कंट्री का एक अपना इशू होता है। हमारे लिए हेल्थ पे शायद आई एम नॉट अ पर्सन विद टू मच ऑफ पॉलिटिकल नॉलेज, बट मुझे ऐसा लगता है हमारे और भी इशू बहुत है। जैसे देयर इज हंगर, देयर इज द वे पीपल आर लिविंग। वी नीड, आई थिंक, मोर part of the GDP goes in that to raise their life standards. And of course health issues should be taken into account, because that also will add to the benefit of the people to live a better kind of life. But I think they are just juggling into trying to get best out of every situation, and probably in coming times, and right now I think we do have many like treatments which are free to people who do need it. There are hospitals, government hospitals, and many social organizations are also doing very good work. So I think we are doing our bit. Of course we need to do more on it. That is, I feel, should be the take on it.
मैम, सिक्के का दूसरा पहलू, जब चीजें फ्री में दी जाती हैं उसकी वैल्यू नहीं होती, ये हकीकत है। लेकिन मैम एक तरफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, एक तरफ गवर्नमेंट, दूसरी तीसरी तरफ ऑल दीज एनजीओज हैव वर्कड वेरी हार्ड ड्यूरिंग द टाइम्स ऑफ कोविड। ये जो देखा गया मैम अनएक्सपेक्टेड था, पूरी दुनिया कहीं भी सोच नहीं पा रही थी। विकसित देशों में भी इसी किस्म की तकलीफ थी जो हमारे देश में थी, बट इट वॉज वेल मैनेज्ड। मतलब देखा जाए तो 2-5.5 लाख लोग नहीं रहे, लेकिन मैम ताकत तो पूरी लगाई गई थी उनको भी बचाने के। बट मैम जब हम ये फ्री वाला जो रेवड़ी है जो हम देखते हैं कि लोगों को मिल जाती है, व्यवस्थाएं जो है वो फ्री में मिल जाती हैं, सस्ता अनाज, सस्ता सस्ती हेल्थ सेवाएं जब मिलती हैं, स्वास्थ्य सेवाएं जब मिलती हैं, तो मैम क्या वो भी गलत है, नहीं होना चाहिए?
आई थिंक ऐसा हम नहीं बोल सकते। कोई लोगों को उसकी जरूरत है, जिनके पास उतना फैसिलिटी नहीं है वो चीजें अपने लिए लेने की, तो उनके लिए तो शायद वो बहुत अच्छी चीज है। बट वो डिमार्केशन कैसा हो ये नहीं पता किसी को, और उसके कारण जो इश्यूज क्रिएट होते हैं, आई थिंक दैट इज द मेन प्रॉब्लम। हाउ टू डिमार्केट दैट दिस सेगमेंट नीड्स एंड दिस डजंट नीड, एंड how to see that those who cannot have access to that kind of service should be given free. Because कभी हमारे भी hospitals में, और I have been practicing for so long, sometimes people really need that help, they really don't have money. तो मुझे लगता है कि उनके लिए तो हमें करना पड़ेगा, पर ये आप डिमार्केट कैसे करोगे,
ये चैलेंज
वेस्ट हो रहा है। और ये लोग, यानी कभी ऐसे भी देखा गया है जिनको फ्री में मिल रहा है, फिर दे जस्ट स्टॉप वर्किंग बिकॉज दे फील दैट चलो सभी तो मिल रहा है, फिर वर्क करने की क्या जरूरत है। बट वी हैव टू मोटिवेट देम कि आपको ये लेवल के लिए मिल रहा है, बट यू हैव टू गेट ऑन टू नेक्स्ट लेवल. फॉर दैट you should be working, not getting satisfied with just the according to your remedies you are getting, but to go that one step ahead. So I think that motivation could help according to me.
Ma'am, with changing times, then it's really alarming when it comes to these health issues. Ma'am, India is on a verge of becoming the the blood pressure, or sorry, the
diabetes,
the diabetes capital on the planet. Yeah, and दूसरा ma'am, when it comes to oral cancer also, the number of cases increasing day by day is a big number. Ma'am, what's your concern to it?
So I'll first talk on diabetes. So diabetes is a lifestyle disease. It's accepted. So I think who is responsible for it? If the lifestyle disease is there, then are we really looking into the lifestyle changes? If like about 10 years back, in the villages when used to go, there were hardly any patients who were having problems with diabetes and all. Because their lifestyle is like, their routine lifestyle is like exercise kind of work, walking. Their food is also very limited. It is limited to the area what they are having. So, but with so much of social media and all, everything is percolating in the villages also. So there also the number of cases are increasing. In fact, a parallel thing is for dentistry also. You know, long back, there were less children having caries in their teeth from small villages or from smaller schools. Because उनके स्कूल के बाहर आपको इमली, आंवले, नींबू यही चीजें मिलती
जी।
तो उनके दांतों में आपको कम कीड़े दिखते। हम तभी भी कैंप को जाते थे when we were in college days. At same time, if you go to a convent school, you will find out of 100, 60, 70 students will have caries or the cavities. So इसका reason diet ही था
जी।
The same thing, I think lifestyle is one of the major issues where diabetes is concerned.
जी।
So we should be looking into changes in the lifestyle to control it, and I think that's the only problem that is there. Our local food or the way we eat our food, I think we all should rethink on it.
And ma'am, what's your thought on the oral cancer thing?
Oral cancer, see, again, there's a lot of evidence that oral cancer is because of the habits you have. So tobacco, पहले tobacco हुआ करता था, but it was limited to the villages also and generally to a senior population. वो habits ऐसे थे. पर आजकल tobacco is being consumed in various forms. It's not only tobacco that you are taking with the pan or something, but various other, there's gudka, there are so many other ways people are consuming. Plus smoking. All these things are adding to the number of cancer cases that we are getting. And in spite of many educational videos and
awareness
camps
programs
and awareness programs that we are conducting, even the government is doing, it's really very disheartening to see the youngsters. You speak to most of the people who are selling vegetables or any who are on the small thalas and all, they'll have a gutka in their mouth,
right.
Especially in Nagpur.
Kharra is the word.
They call it kharra. It's a distraction for them. Probably
Absolutely.
they don't feel the need to consume water and all. But it is shown, research has shown that within 10 to not even 10, 5 to 6 years, you will find cancerous changes in such patients. And in fact, I make it a point, if I see someone, even if they don't want to listen, I tell them once, please rethink on taking this gutka or tobacco products.
Ma'am, don't you think, I mean, this is just a thought I'm asking, that is, you know, लोगों को अवेयरनेस करने से अच्छा सरकार ने इस पर पाबंदी लगा देनी चाहिए. No cigarettes, no gutkas, पूरा बंद.
I don't think so. I can talk on a political issue.
No, but ma'am, it's a good thought.
I don't think so. I have no comments.
Okay. Acha, ma'am, with time there's a lot of change in the society also. We're seeing a lot of change when it comes to women coming out of homes, working, growing, and growing really well in life and professionally also. Ma'am, what's your thought? Women with talent, women with knowledge sitting at home, being a homemaker, or probably can come out and work. What's your thought on that?
I think you should leave it to the woman. She should be the one deciding whether she wants to come out and work and whether she. But I would, as a woman who's worked all her life, I think and I would motivate all women to do something of their own. It is very important in today's time to stand on your own feet, not for financial independence, but the amount of knowledge or the amount of activities that are possible because you are working and coming out are, I think, tremendous. And what happens is at some point the children grow and they start doing their own things and they start working, and then suddenly these women who are so talented themselves, they find themselves in a bubble kind of thing where that they have lost the touch with the outside world, and it's difficult to now just jump in from that bubble and get into the routine. So I, for one, I feel that each one of us, whether it's a boy or a girl, should always think about doing some kind of work. Those times, when you were sitting at home or just looking after the home, are, I think, not really.
Those days are gone.
Those days are over. Those days are over.
Ma'am, with time there is, it's been observed that the number of divorces are increasing. I ask this to a lot of women, so this is one of those questions to whom I would really look forward that you give out your perspective about it. Ma'am, number of divorces increasing. What's your thought on that?
See, sometimes sometimes I feel I'm not very this. Sometimes I feel the reasons are very trivial, and I have been speaking to some women, very influential women who are heading the family courts and all, and very senior ladies. They have mentioned this again and again, that the reasons that are coming in the court for divorces are not really, which cannot be handled. But I guess in today's world it is more about I, me, myself, and I feel somewhere we all should think about togetherness and to see differences are bound to be there according to me, and we have to go that extra mile to help each other. But in cases where it is really required, I don't think so you should put through the pains and the problems that are there. There is a better life waiting for you, and it is individual to individual decision. I feel no single person can decide for you whether you should be doing it or you should not be doing, because it's ultimately between those two individuals only. No one, I think even the courts or us or the parents also really don't know what really happens between those two.
Ma'am, it's been how many years you're married, ma'am?
30.
30 years.
Yeah.
So this 30 years of association, they say marriage as an where as in it's also an institution where the husband and the wife both teach each other a lot of things. Yeah. So since 30 years, what is that one thing which you have learnt from Mr. Shenoy?
See, it is 30 years of marriage, but 37 years of knowing each other.
Okay.
So we were batchmates. So I think we have grown together like we were just 18 or 19 years. Of course, there was nothing that time. But as an individual, we both have grown together. So I think there's a lot of his influence on me as well as the other way now. But one thing which I really appreciate about him from my heart is this ability to be a very nice and helping human being to whoever he meets. And his way of dealing with people, I think, though I try my best, I am not as good as he is. And he's it's not about only that I am speaking. Anyone you meet will say the same thing about him. And his sense of humor is exceptional. He runs a page of Shenoyisms on Sunday, which is very popular. There's some practical joke he will put every Sunday, 8 o'clock every Sunday for I think last 8-10 years he's doing it, and people follow it and they feel so happy. I think that one quality I have not seen in anyone.
Ma'am, you are a mother of a very handsome boy, Akshay. Yeah. So now, very soon, I mean, in the coming years, he'll also get married. What kind of husband do you want him to be?
Just like his father. Because his father has been a tremendous support for me. He stood by my side always, and he has helped me with everything in the house. I think I could not ask for anything more than this, and I would want my son to be just like him and be the support for his wife and his family.
So ma'am, now 30 years of marriage, 27 years of service, and also going out and helping people with on Nagpur Mahila Club or any other platform. What next? What's the big plan?
The big plan is to, I think, continue doing this, keep motivating people and being, spreading goodness. That is one thing I believe in. Good thoughts, good words, good deeds has been my status for a very long time since I did my WhatsApp. And I believe in it because I believe that everything comes back. So I would want people in today's world, especially, it's time to think about good things and divert your attention to better things and maintain health. I do believe in fitness and maintain good health, motivate people to do good and do whatever I can for the society, my people, my friends, and especially my patients. They have been such a huge influence on my life. I've seen variety of patients and they have I have always learned something from them. I'm telling you, it's not only about doing the patient, it is the things you learn from them, from all type of people that visit your clinic. And it's been an amazing journey. I think I would just like to give that away to anyone who wants it and would want to learn from my experience. That is the big plan.
मैम, मेरा जो अगला सवाल है वो उसका जवाब आप ऑलरेडी दे चुकी हैं, लेकिन ये एक परंपरा है राज की बात विमेन ऑफ द ईयर की कि मैं ये सवाल हर उस महिला से पूछता हूँ, उस विमेन ऑफ द ईयर से पूछता हूँ कि मैम, अगर एक जिंदगी की एक सुनहरी किताब लिखी गई, उसके एक सुनहरे पन्ने पर ये नाम लिखा गया डॉक्टर प्रतिमा शेनॉय, उसके नीचे कौन सी ऐसी लाइन, कौन सा सा कोट, कौन सा सा थॉट लिखा रहना चाहिए जिसे पढ़ने के बाद लोग आपको हमेशा याद करें?
So today only I read it, and it's one of my good morning messages which I send to some people always, and that says that do good, but don't keep on proving it. So I think I would like to be that you should keep on doing good, but don't expect any acknowledgement from anyone, and don't keep on proving that you have done a good thing. So that I feel should.
But ma'am, it's a
and
great
I'm
thought.
a very proud woman. I feel being a womanhood is the best thing that happened to me. So I feel sometimes when women say, oh, ladki hai, and I don't really agree to it. I feel women are the best.
Ma'am, and I think after a very long time, I mean, now I'm doing a few interviews to whom, I'm also loving, doing these interviews with women out there because there's so much to learn. But then, आपकी जो जर्नी है मैम वो तारीफ़ काबिल है, मैं इसका अभिनंदन भी करता हूँ और आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई भी देता हूँ कि जिस किस्म का जीवन आपने समर्पित किया, ना ही सिर्फ परिवार को लेकिन अपने काम को और समाज को, वो अभिनंदन है। आप ऐसा ही काम करते रहें, आप ऐसे इंस्पायर करती रहें और हमारे लिए हमेशा नॉट जस्ट जस्ट फॉर दिस ईयर बट यू ऑलवेज बी विमेन ऑफ द ईयर, और आई शुड से सुपर विमेन ऑफ द ईयर। आपने अपना वक्त दिया, आपने हमसे बात करी, उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू सो मच मैम।
I want to say one thing.
Please.
I would, and I did say about women, but I do believe in equality. I believe that both genders have equal place in the society, and I feel I will want to be tagged as a person who believes that everyone is equal. And therefore, that will make our life more happy.
Definitely, ma'am.
That is what I believe. Very firmly, I believe in this.
थैंक यू सो मच मैम, सुपर। डॉक्टर प्रतिमा शेनॉय से बात हुई, मुलाकात हुई इन दिस एक्सक्लूसिव एपिसोड ऑफ राज की बात विमेन ऑफ द ईयर के साथ। एक बड़ी अच्छी बात जो मैम ने अपने इंटरव्यू के दौरान में अलग अलग जगहों पर कहीं ना कहीं हमें महसूस कराई, वो ये है कि एक तो ये कि हर चीज के बारे में आपको बोलना जरूरी नहीं है, आपको जरूरी नहीं है कि आप हर चीज के बारे में अपनी पर्सनल राय कहना शुरू कर दें, एक है। दूसरा ये कि आपका अच्छा रहना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है, लेकिन आप अपेक्षा ना रखें किसी चीज की कि आपको रिकॉग्निशन मिलेगा। देखिए, कई सारे ऐसे समाज सेविकाएं हैं, समाज सेवक हैं जो परिवर्तन के लिए, बदलाव के लिए, मदद करने के लिए समाज में बहुत सारा काम करते हैं। ना उनकी ये अपेक्षा होती है कि आगे जाके वो राजनीति में आएंगे, ना उनकी अपेक्षा होती है कि किसी दिन कोई प्लेटफॉर्म मिलेगा जहां पर उनके काम को सराहाया जाएगा, पसंद किया जाएगा। कई सारे लोगों के एकदम से एकदम से हमको उनके बारे में पता चलता है जिन्हें बड़े बड़े पुरस्कारों से, राष्ट्रपति अवार्ड से सम्मानित किया जाता है, उन्हें पद्म भूषण दिया जाता है उनके कार्यों के लिए, लेकिन उनकी कुछ अपेक्षा नहीं होती। और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जो अपेक्षा, ये जो शब्द है ना, ये अपने आप में आपको सेल्फिश बना देता है। तो ये थॉट अगर आप लेकर चलें, आप किसी के लिए कुछ करें और आप इस भावना से करें कि बस आप उसको ये गए, वो पिक्चर आई थी, पिक्चर चली क्यों नहीं सलमान खान की समझ में नहीं आया, लेकिन वो पिक्चर का जो थॉट था वो बड़ा अच्छा था कि आप किसी की मदद करें और उनसे गए कि वो और 5 लोगों की मदद करें। इससे हमारा जो पूरा ये जो इकोसिस्टम है ना, ये बदल जाएगा। और जब हम सब एक दूसरे, और कोविड के दौरान में तो हमने देखा भी, लोग एक दूसरे के साथ खड़े थे, लेकिन जैसे ही कोविड गया फिर लोग अपनी अपनी जिंदगियों में लग गए। तो जब दर्द होगा तभी साथ खड़े रहेंगे क्या? ये भी एक सवाल है। हमेशा साथ खड़ा रहना जरूरी है, क्योंकि हम जब तक किसी के साथ खड़े नहीं रहेंगे, कोई हमारे साथ नहीं खड़ा रहेगा, बिकॉज कर्मा कम्स बैक। आपसे फिर होगी मुलाकात इन राज की बात। तब तक आप अपना ध्यान रखें, सुरक्षित रहें, स्वच्छ रहें, स्वस्थ रहें, मस्त रहें, खुश रहें, व्यस्त रहें, परिवार के साथ एक अच्छा वक्त बिताएं। और अगर आपके परिवार में एक बिटिया है जो अपनी मम्मी का हाथ सिर्फ इसलिए नहीं पकड़ती है क्योंकि उन्हें इस बात का डर लगता है कि वो गिर ना जाए, पर वो मम्मी का हाथ इसलिए भी पकड़ती है बिकॉज ताकि वो माता का आशीर्वाद लेकर एक दिन उनके पद चिन्हों पर चले और जीवन में वो करें जो वो हमेशा करना चाहती हैं और कर रही थी। ऐसी अगर बिटिया आपकी है तो समझिए वो डॉक्टर प्रतिमा शेनॉय बन रही है। आपसे फिर होगी मुलाकात, तब तक जिंदा रहें। जय हिंद।